In just days, the Navy's newest destroyer will be commissioned and placed into service. Built at a shipyard in Maine, this state-of-the-art warship carries special interest for the Great Lakes state. Our national investigative correspondent Mark Hyman spent some time with some of the ship's sailors who are from Michigan.
Senator from Michigan.
The highest honor any citizen of a democracy can receive is to be elected to represent his or her fellow Americans.
Carl was well known not only for his amount of time that he served in the Senate. He served for 36 years, but also, more importantly, he was ranking member on the Senate Armed Service Committee, and he really used that to make sure that the military was what we needed at any given time.
Commander Kelly Craft is the commanding officer of the USS Carl M. Levin, the Navy's newest guided missile destroyer that will be commissioned in Baltimore. The ship is named for the late Carl Levin, who was Michigan's longest-serving United States Senator. He retired from the Senate in 2015 and passed away 2 years ago. 7 Michiganders are among the ship's nearly 300 men and women who make up the crew. Craft said being assigned to the Carl Levin was inspiring for them.
It's something unique and special to them to be able to serve on this ship.
Among those serving is Traverse City native Sydney Allgaier.
And when I found out that this was my ship, I was pretty excited because I take every opportunity to tell people I'm from Michigan. I'm really proud of that. I really love it as a state, so it does mean something to me that we're representing the state of Michigan and can carry on that namesake.
First Class Petty Officer Allgaier is an information systems technician.
In the ship world, it's not just computers. I specialize in communications, all of our antennas, satellites. I make sure we have internet communications with other ships and just anything else to meet the mission.
A mission that includes launching missiles against airborne, seaborne, and land-based targets. One sailor responsible for maintaining the missile's vertical launching system is First Class Gunner's Mate Rand Larson.
I am from Petoskey, Michigan.
Larson was also excited to get orders to the Levin.
The first thing I did is I called my parents and I was like, so I got orders to a ship and it's named after our late senator.
Shipboard life is extremely busy. Even during the construction phase in a shipyard, the crew follows a rigid schedule and observes centuries-old protocols. Meals offer a few minutes to relax and socialize. It may be a necessity to get along when the crew eats, sleeps, and works in confined spaces, but it's often the weeks or even months at sea when sailors forge those forever friendships.
I've seen places I never would have seen, and I've made a lot of lifelong friends.
By summer's end, the ship will arrive in its new, much warmer home port.
Once we sail away, we'll head south and we'll go through the Panama Canal and out to Hawaii.
In between now and Hawaii is the ship's June 24th commissioning ceremony. Like the rest of the crew, Larson is excited about that next chapter.
My mom and dad will most likely be driving down from Michigan, yes.
While the state of Michigan figures prominently for the ship, there is a whole lot more.
We've got people from all around the world, all different backgrounds, male, female, you name it, we've got them.
First Class Culinary Specialist Laverne Conjugal, who is in charge of all meals served to the crew, is from the Philippines.
We have turkey a la king and we have baked salmon.
After the ship, crew, and their families relocate to Hawaii, a routine will develop. The Navy may have a long-term schedule in mind, but it's global events that will dictate what lies ahead for the Carl Levin. And that's why Craft has impressed upon the crew there is just one mission that matters most.
One of my priorities, and you can ask any of the crew, is that we be professional warfighters first. Everybody has to know how to fight the ship, and that's what we get paid by the American people to do.
For Inside Your World Investigates, I'm Mark Hyman on board the USS Carl M. Levin.
Senator Levin's 3 daughters are referred to as the ship's sponsors. They will be special guests at the ship's commissioning ceremony in Baltimore. That's on June 24th. 5,000 guests expected to attend.